why would we not put it in there and continue, or why would we not just stop fluoride altogether? It's no good for them, or if we don't have it for them, why would we want to have it for them?
Right. To you, Mr. Mayor. So the question is, why is there not fluoridated water in the smaller systems? My understanding, and I wasn't involved when those decisions were made, but that is largely due to the cost. Because Woodward is such a large system, the economies of scale are much greater than in the smaller communities. It would be possible to put water fluoride in those other communities, and if the board would like a recommendation on those, we'd be happy to do the analysis.
I believe Councillor Wade wishes to speak.
On that, I would mind, or I think Councillor Jackson's direction was to take a look at the cavity rates in those areas within our community that are not being fluoridated. Because you did mention BC, I think 80% is not fluoridated, and their cavity rates were on par with communities in Ontario that are fluoridated.
Do you have a question, Councillor?
So I try to understand it. Yeah, in the process, I did sit on an autism panel, and we did the same thing, looked at research and documentation, and discovered there's huge gaps in the information. Through that process, we also had an ethicist that oversaw a lot of the work we did, and in fact, how we collected the I guess, documentation to arrive at our determination. Can I ask Dr. King, was there an ethicist involved in this process that you arrived at?
Well, again, I think in terms of some of the specifics around the reviews that were done by Hamilton and those that have been done by the Government of Canada, they can tell you about who actually was saying on some of their reviews. But I feel really very confident that the reviews have been done in a robust, ethical, and robust way to come to the conclusions that we've arrived at.
There wasn't an ethicist, or was? You don't have
I can't comment specifically on the disciplines that were on the review committees.
Okay, thank you. Now, just before we go on to presenters, I'm asking for a direction from Council as a request of our delegations 3 and 4, I believe, our representatives of Health Canada, Office of the Chief Dental Officer, and from the Royal College of Dental Surgeons of Ontario. And so Ron Yarskevich and Dr. Peter Cooney are with us, both doctors. And the hope is, in view of their schedule, that they can simply be moved up and speak now. Moved by Morelli, seconded by Barr. All in favor? Carried. So we'll move those two. It won't make much of a difference to the discussion, but it will allow them some time later. Just before we do take the first delegation, which will be Dr. Cooney, Mr. Clerk, what is this? Is this a motion? You distributed this motion.
I guess I was asked by Councilor McCanny to distribute that to members of the committee.
Is there a reason why we didn't get this prior in our agenda package?
It hasn't been
So, I mean, we've approved the agenda, and we have, and I'm not trying to be confrontational at all, but just glancing at this, a rather complicated document. And so would this be a notice of motion? Could I ask Councilor McCanny?
Mr. Mayor, it can be a notice of motion. This is based on recent appeal motion that they were dealing with the same issue that we're dealing with today, and they moved this motion asking Health Canada to get more involved in this. So I've taken their motion and used the same motion here in Hamilton.
You understand the difficulty I have as chair in having this distributed within the meeting, not prior to the meeting, and having to
well, if you want, I can wait to the last minute if you want, Mr. Mayor. I can present it later on the fly. That's another option I can entertain if you wish. If you're playing games, I can play games as well.
Councillor, I'm not sure what you mean by playing games, Councillor, and I hope that we will continue to be respectful in our discussion today. Many people here will know that I have a position on this that may not necessarily be the...
Can I just ask who the chair is right now? You're speaking to it, so
I'm just trying to get information on this document, which is before us, Councillor. Thank you very much. So Councillor, I'm just simply asking, would it be okay with you to present this as a notice, and then we can deal... I'm not sure what the time sensitivity would be, so...
Notice is fine.
Notice fine? Okay, thanks very much. Okay, now, going to, yes, Councillor Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And I just wanted to confirm all the delegated requests, they've been advised of the 5-minute time limit on all delegated.
Thanks for that reminder.
Thank you.
So, having said all of that, I'd like to ask Dr. Peter Cooney to come and speak to us. Dr. Cooney represents Health Canada, the Office of the Chief Dental Officer, respecting Health Canada's position on water fluoridation. Welcome, Dr. Cooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for allowing me the time to speak with you folks today. I will try and cover, because I only have 5 minutes, I will try and cover as many of the points that have been raised in terms of studies on a national basis as well as locals to try and give you a flavour for the national situation in Canada. As you know, Health Canada will come to these when they're asked to present science and to present international information, but we certainly do respect your domain in terms of making municipal decisions as we respect provincial decisions. Again, just to follow up on what Dr. King was mentioning, and I really would like you to feel that you're making a decision whenever you look at the issue of fluoride on health, not just on teeth. It involves health. Dental disease is the #1 chronic disease in Canada, and 5 times more common than asthma. One of the main reasons preschool kids receive a general anaesthetic. And 96% of adult Canadians have had a history of dental disease in their lifetime. This is a large chronic disease problem. What I did want to talk to you, because when you initially made your decision, the final result and the final publication of the Health Canada review hadn't come out. That has come out since then. In 2006, Health Canada did initiate a review of fluoride. It involved 3 external experts looking at specific areas of science. In 2006, those works peer-reviewed by 3 other experts with a panel meeting in 2007, and the findings and recommendations published in 2008 are put